The sacrum is the keystone of our anatomy. It's like in construction, if you're building an archway, the keystone is the last stone to go into place. And you can see here the arch of the spine equals the arch in construction. So the keystone is the triangle, and if the keystone is thrown off for any reason, the arch will collapse. So compare that to your own body, with the sacrum being the keystone. So there are 34 muscle attachments all around the sacrum. Some attach to the sacrum, some go around the sacrum. The psoas starts at the 12th thoracic and crosses into the front, so it doesn't actually touch the sacrum, where a lot of them are all around here. So what we have is a way to hold the sacrum neutral, and that's very powerful. My dad developed this like for craniosacral therapists. So instead of having your hand to hold the sacrum, he developed the Sacro Wedgy. This is the female version, and this is the male version for the distinct difference in anatomy. And some women that are taller, more narrow, we have to switch to the male version. But for a therapist that does craniosacral work, it's like having a third hand. So you can be doing other work while the sacrum is being held neutral. And if you're really out of balance, symptoms are created when the muscles start torquing. The piriformis attaches to the front of the sacrum and then to the femur. So if this piriformis is tight, it's going to torque the sacrum, grab the sciatic nerve, the arch is going to collapse. So by relaxing on this at home in between visits, and for a therapist, this is what's really important. I have a lot of therapists that recommend this to use at home in between visits. And the best is the self-care for the therapist. It's very physical work. This gives you something to use personally, and all we're doing is relaxing on it. Now, if you go to the website, sacrowedgy.com, there's a video, a good instructional video where it's very visual. And then, of course, there's a book that comes along with it to really take you step by step through all the routines. But if you are, excuse me, if you are out of balance, you're going to have a symptom. So we're more concerned about correcting the posture, correcting the balance, and that's why it's also very important to have support under the neck. We're using the weight of the head to traction over that roll. You've got the multifidus, erectus spinae, a couple of pretty big muscles that attach to the sacrum, travel up into the neck and shoulders. That's why very often you'll hear your client or patient say, I have hip pain, but I have neck pain too. It's very much associated. That's why we want to support both ends of the spine. So instead of treating symptoms, help your patients with that self-care. And sometimes in the beginning, if you're really out of balance and you start relaxing on this, I promise you it's going to hurt like the devil. But compare it to what people go through when they put braces on their teeth. These changes happen in small increments. Gonna kind of be the same thing with this. And if the psoas is really strong on one side, it's gonna take over. So it's a combination of relax the tighter muscles and then strengthen the weaker one. We also have some very simple isometrics to strengthen specifically the weaker muscles. So this is the way to get into balance. Therapists, you've got your self-care, you've got your client care. It's very simple, but very powerful at the same time. So go to the website, call us if you have any questions, 1-800-737-9295. I don't get in early, just telling you right now. So call midday, but go to the website. There's a lot of questions that can be answered there. The next video I do will be a full demonstration, but that's also on the website as well. So get into self-care, get into balance. Let's prevent these problems. Much easier to prevent than it is to cure. Happy healing.